Hello, here is every bicep exercise in existence. And here is them ranked in order of most effective. What is going to build you the biggest biceps? Number one being the very best exercise you could possibly do. And the bottom one, well, a little bit rubbish. As you can see, I'm fully qualified to be giving out professional information on how to grow your arms. The bicep is split into two heads and is considered the most showy muscle, but also the one that is the most sought after by your average gym goer. After all, we do all want that Arnold bicep peak. Barbell curls are the pinnacle overloading exercise for the muscle. If you want bigger muscles, you have to move more weight. The best way to do this is to use a barbell. You can get a good stretch, contraction. However, the hands have to remain in the supinated position. That is the only weakness to the exercise. Otherwise, it is the best mass build-up for your biceps. When doing this exercise, make sure that you come up fully and do not raise your elbows too high. Instead, keep your elbows in a locked position, stretch out the bicep fully, and then contract fully, keeping that range of motion. Alternating dumbbell curls, another overloading exercise. In this case, you can provide an alternating grip, one that goes from neutral to supinated. This exercise, you can add additional weight because you're only using one arm at a time. This allows you to use a little more momentum. If you want to maximize the exercise, you have to be strict with your form. Hammer curls are another exercise that will hit the brachialis, which is the muscle between the biceps and the triceps. This increases overall mass density in the arm and makes your arms look a lot bigger, particularly from the side profile. Preacher curls. This locks the arm into the bench. This is my personal favourite exercise, and you can really feel the bicep being worked in this movement. It isolates the bicep and takes out all other muscle groups. Reverse barbell curls. Having your hands in the pronated position puts a lot of stress on the brachioradialis and the forearm. This is going to make your overall arm look a lot bigger by having bigger forearms, but also works that brachialis muscle like the hammer curls, making your overall arm look a lot bigger. Concentration curls, one of Arnold's absolute favourites. Jamming your elbow into your leg and then, just like a preacher curl, curling up and contracting the biceps. This changes the angle and is much like a preacher curl, but in many ways it can be slightly more direct. However, you will not be able to go as heavy, so will not be able to overload the muscle as much. Zottman curls are a funny one, invented by a guy named Mr. Zottman, believe it or not. You curl up like any normal curl, however you turn your hands to a pronated position and then come down slowly. Cheat curls, a great way to overload your biceps. However, you do also take out the movement and add other muscle groups into the exercise and momentum. So therefore it's not going to be the most optimal way to train, but you can overload the muscle. You'll see a lot of your average gym goers using this, no surprise here, when they actually thrust their hips into the exercise. No, it's not an exercise for your glutes, it's an exercise for your arms. Spider curls, this is where you hang off the end of the bench, looking like you're Superman about to drop to the floor. However, you drop your arms off and then you curl up, either with dumbbells or an easy bar as well. Crucifix curls. You've probably seen your favourite bodybuilder doing this, and if you are planning on competing, then this can be a great exercise for muscle memory. You get one cable on either side and you curl in like you would on a front double bicep or a back double bicep pose. And that is kind of conditioning you to flex your muscles properly in that position. The reality is that most gym goers won't have access to cables, a cable crossover large enough. And do you want to be that guy who's using an entire cable crossover just to train biceps? You're not going to be the most popular guy in the gym, and you're also not going to be able to overload much weight on the bicep. It's more of a finishing fine art piece just to add a little bit of peak and detail into the arm. Cable bicep curls, a really good staple. I love using cables. It's one of the best ways to finish off the muscle. It allows you to get a good stretch and contraction and kind of keep the tension on the arm. When you're using free weights At different points of the movement, you'll have different levels of weight depending on the angle. With a cable, you can have constant weight at every part of the movement, which is a great way to make sure that there are no lagging points of strength. And those are our bicep movements. Pick your favorite, try them out, and find out what works best for you, because that's the best way to do it, is to try before you buy. If you like that, enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe to the Ben Humphrey channel, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.